Welcome to the Metal Prognosis. My name is Lee, and on today's Pedal to the Metal, we're going to be looking at a Joyo pedal. And this one is red, orange, neither. This is the Crunch Distortion that I'm having a little bit of trouble identifying the colour. I don't know if that's an off paint for this particular one or this is how it is, and when I see other pictures of it, it's captured differently. So I'm keen to see what picture is going to be up there when I do the edit to show what colour it is, because this is, caught me a bit off guard. Let's put this rubbish aside for a moment, out of sight. So we have a gain, a volume and tone, and there's a little bit of a rattle there. That's nothing to be alarmed about. There's just a section in the back if you wanted to add a 9-volt battery, which I don't like doing. I prefer to plug them in so I know I've got constant power going through and no drain of battery trying to half push the power of the pedal through. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but what I'll do now is I'll set up a little camera on this and we'll dial in a tone together. And I'll talk my thoughts through it. In all my videos we have a jam, so I'll double up on the guitars, one in the left and one in the right speaker. We'll add bass and drums and see how it holds up in a band mix. Then we'll have a chat about it afterwards. So let's check out to see how the Crunch Distortion sounds. Now we have everything set up, ready to go. This is what the signal sounds like, clean. And just like all our videos, we don't really care about the clean. We want some distortion. Give myself a little bit more volume. So we have here gain, volume, tone. Not much to work with. So let's turn the gain all the way down. I've got this upright, so let's see if I can turn it on without the slipping. Excellent, I've got the red light, that's a good sign. And let's see what we get. All right, give me more volume. Not too bad, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so let's keep pushing this along. Let's see, let's dial it back just a tad. Let's add some gain and see what gain gives us. There's that bite that we like to hear. Now that's actually not too bad. Actually, before I go into this, because that's not a bad distortion, let me chuck it all the way back down again. So straight off the bat, so if I turn it off, so here's a clean sound. And now we turn it on and do the same thing again. Straight off the bat, we get some nice dirt sound, which I really like in my pedals. I like when you turn it on, you start to hear its characteristics straight away with no mucking around. So now let's add the gain back to roughly where it was, about there. more gain. Crank it. So starting to break up the sound a little bit too much there. Dial it back a bit. Let's add some tone in. Let's see what it. So let's dial back the tone all the way down and just to see how it sounds, really. All off notes. So let's bring the tone back up a little bit. Now mine just sounds like I'm doodling around playing whatever, but I'm actually testing different ways to see how the frequencies handle higher up in the guitar, like. Compared to low and chunky. So it's not sounding too bad. I think I might just leave it there. I'll take a bit of time away from the camera, write a little bit of a quick tune, and then record it, share it, and then we'll have a talk about it afterwards. Because, yeah, it's not sounding super wow at the moment, but it's not sounding too bad. So I'm definitely keen to see how the results of when we double up on the guitars left and right and add the bass and drums on how it sits. So yeah, as I said, I'll take some time away from the camera. So I don't know, about 10 seconds, you'll see all the little different squares I set up, like the Brady Bunch, with all my different takes that I do for the jam, and obviously the jam that goes along with it. And yeah, I'll meet you on the other side. We'll have a chat about what we think about it. Until then, enjoy the song. Time for my final thoughts on the Crunch Distortion Joyo pedal. So first I'll run through all the different knobs. So the volume at either high noon or 12 o'clock, so directly up, I felt didn't give enough, enough volume. Didn't get enough signal coming through. So yeah, we definitely have to push that a lot more than I would some other pedals. Not to say there's anything wrong with this by doing that, but that's just part of its characteristics. The gain I felt once I pushed it past there, started breaking up the sound too much, and we lost the clarity in our notes. So yeah, we had to definitely dial it back a bit. And I don't know what settings, like if that starts to dissolve the notes that soon, what would be the setting that you would use, or what situation would you have where you would need to crank the gain to its max? Don't know. If you do know, let me know, because yeah, I'm curious. The tone knob wasn't too bad. If you've seen any of my other videos, I'm not quiet about it, that I definitely prefer having an EQ spectrum to work with, so like a low, mids and highs, for example. So having the one tone knob isn't my preferred settings or setup. So, but this is all we've got to work with, so this is what we've got. It wasn't too bad. It didn't overly, what's the best way to put it? So when I had it all the way down, it didn't sound like I just put a blanket over the sound. And when I had it all the way up, it didn't sound too ear-piercing with its tones, making it too bright and too piercing, for repeating of terms. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. And so I just put it a little bit above 12 o'clock, and yeah, it seemed to work out all right. The overall distortion that we got out of it was interesting. It definitely didn't sound modern. Didn't sound like a modern distortion. It didn't have much bite or much aggression to it. But it reminded me of my old distortion I used to have. So what I did for the jamming version was I actually brought up an old song, which I wrote and recorded, which I felt this distortion fitted in really nicely with it. It's not a bad thing that's not modern. It's not. How can I put it? Like, I don't want to belittle it just because it can't. It doesn't fit on the more preferred style of guitar playing that I like to do, and what I look for in distortions. Just because it didn't fit in that basket doesn't mean it's bad. But yeah, it definitely, I felt anyway, it felt really good with the song I put together. That I wrote previously in the past and re-recorded quickly just for this video using this distortion. Individual notes just weren't poppy enough, I felt. Where playing the full more chords that I was playing in that little jam, felt a lot more comfortable with it. I feel like that's its comfort zone on what it likes to work with. And like all these pedal to the metal videos, I cater around whatever I can do with the pedal, not what I want to make the pedal do 100% just for me. Now, in saying that though, we are highlighting this pedal and we're putting it to the test by making it do 100% of the work. Things could be a lot different if we put it through an amp and utilize the amp's characteristics and try to find a nice blend between them both. So this could probably shine a lot more if we did that type of setup compared to what we did today in today's video, which, I mean, I've got no problem doing if you want to see that. So please let us know if you want me to do something like that more with this pedal or any other pedals I got. Yeah, leave a comment below. And yeah, I'll be happy to cater for that because that could be lots of fun. What else to say about this pedal? The colour still throws me just because the advertising colour is different to what I'm holding and seeing with my own eyes right here. Can't really be upset about them with that. That's just a me thing. But yeah, that is the Joyo Crunch Distortion. So the main question and the most important part of these videos, what are your thoughts? How did you feel when I was dialing in a tone with this? Did you feel like I hit the best of what I could with the setup that I had, or do you feel like I should have invested a little bit more time with it? How did you feel about how it sat in the mix when I added bass, drums, and doubled up on the guitars compared to what it was like isolated just by itself? And yeah, let me know all your thoughts about it. And let me know if you think there's anything else you want me to do with this pedal as well. If you want me to chain it with other pedals to see if that will help bring it to life differently, or if you want me to hook it up to to an amp head like this one or any other one, as I suggested before. Yeah, definitely let me know. So in saying that, I'll do my sign off because I think I've babbled on enough now, and I think you've heard enough about the crunch distortion from the little example I gave. So whether this video is in the foreground or the background, definitely appreciate your company and joining me on this conversation. If you'd like any other ideas, like I said before, yeah, leave a comment below and leave a like. I also have a Facebook page, which I'll leave in the description. So if you want to chat with me there or interact with me there about other pedals or other ideas or just about metal in general, yeah, definitely contact me there. If there's anyone else you know that might be interested in these type of conversations and these videos, please let them know I exist and yeah, share not just this video but my channel with them so we can really help it grow and become more than what it is. So yeah, I love hearing the feedback, love the conversations, so please keep them up. And in saying that, until next time, please stay safe.